Değerli müzikseverler, 1.ULUSAL yola günleri kapsamında gerçekleştireceğimiz yola performans çalıştaylarının ilki. Size sunmaktan onur duyuyoruz. Bu çalıştayı sürdürecek değerli hocamız Prof.Beste Tiknaz modeli, kendisi İstanbul Üniversitesi Devlet Konservatuarı öğretim üyesi. İlk iki masterclass'ımız Turkish Film Society'nin uluslararası bağlantılarında yayınlanmak üzere İngilizce olarak gerçekleştirecek. Bunu en başta belirtmek isterim. Diğer masterclass'larımız Türkçe olarak gerçekleştirecek. Ben şimdiden hocamıza çok teşekkür ediyorum bizimle beraber olduğu için ve iyi bir çalıştay diliyorum.
Çok teşekkürler. Çok teşekkürler Barış Hocam. Merhaba herkese. Şimdi biz Michel burada. Ben kendisinin de tanıtmasını isteyeceğim. İngilizce olarak gerçekleştireceğiz masterclass'ımızı. Michel, since we met here, would you please be so kind to tell a little bit about yourself?
Evet, ben yüksek lisans öğrenci.
Please in English.
Yes. I'm a master student of Germany. I make at the moment Erasmus in Turkey, in Eskişehir. And I'm really happy that I can take masterclass with Beste Hoca. Yes.
Thank you very much.
And I would play Adnan Saygun concerto. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's get started. Do you want to play the whole movement first? The first movement.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Let's do that way. You play the whole movement, and then we'll start working on it together. Since we have not so much time, should we go on to here?
Oh,
Yes? Okay, perfect. That was really nice. Beautiful thing. Now I would like to get started with you. How do you feel?
Heyecanlı.
Heyecanlı. You
I'm a little
seem a
nervous.
little nervous, and you started a lot more nervous, I feel, and then you start to get a bit relaxed. Now, so you're in a better place now, I feel. So now, I think you had a really nice viola sound. It's a big, nice, strong viola sound, which I like. You have really good double stops that I really like. In double stops, you're like very comfortable. I think maybe having big hands, how do you deal with that? And I can tell that you really like this piece.
Yes.
Yes, so those qualities I love very much. I think when it comes to perform, and it happens to all of us that we get nervous, and that happens to every single person in the entire world, believe me. It's important to know how we can control and how we can practice to control our nerves. I think this is really important. What I had heard and seen is that your bow arm starts to get a bit shaky because you're nervous. And it happens in both your hands, both on your right hand and the left hand. So I think to find that balance, how much you can center yourself, first of all, on the stage to start with, and then how you can control your bow arm, and then left hand. That's, I think, something that we can do a little bit work on. So I wanted to do a little bit work on the legato and then the sound rhythmical sections for staccato. Okay, so let's start from the beginning for the legato a little bit. Okay, so this is rhythmically really hard, I know, and you are doing really well. What do you know about Saygun?
He was a Turkish composer.
He was a Turkish composer, yes. Anything about his
Yes,
music?
he was living from 19th century 7 until 19th century 91. 20th century 91. Yes. He was, also this piece, he was in the end of the last movement, he was writing for Atatürk, I think. And
in relation to his music, can you call any other composer in the music history that he has a close friendship with, and his music is very parallel to it? Does this question ring any bell?
Also, for my opinion, this music is the parallel to William Walton. But it's only my personal opinion. But I think some composers like Osman Bash maybe. But
again, in the Turkish composers.
Yeah, it is contemporary music.
Contemporary music, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I like the idea of looking at this piece is closer to the Walton concerto, maybe perhaps because the dark side and this free style of music, but still having the same tunes. You know, we have the rhythmical character and then we have the lyrical character. Is yes, reminding of Walton a little bit. But I think what is really important to know when you play Saygun or when you play Bartok, they have a lot of similarities in the music. They live in the same time. They both do a research together, touring the Anatolia and also in Hungary as well, finding the folkloric materials from the music, right? So in the viola repertoire, of course, we have the Bartok concerto, that's the biggest concerto that we have. And then I think Saygun, with this viola concerto, and then the Bartok concerto have a lot of similarities as well. In the language of the structure of the piece, and also all the chromatics and the rhythmical material that they use. So this is just for you to give you an idea. So I think for any musician around the world who would be looking for Saygun's music, should definitely look at the Bartok's music as well, and then find the similarities and the differences and how they're much alike.
Yes, there are folk melodies inside.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now let's start from the beginning, and I'm talking that. So even before we start playing any single note, what I'm really looking for is you to be centered yourself. So really open your legs a little bit. Can you feel that jumping? Yes, just bouncing a little bit. Huh? Okay, nice. Now rest your viola up, and now I want you to feel your surrounding. And the air, because you're probably going to be nervous, huh? And this is like a really uncomfortable style. So you want it to be really centered. And then can you get started, please? Beautiful. Let's do this one more time. Can you be calmer? So when you come closer, breathe out. Can you breathe out? Put your bow down and okay, let's do this bit of it one more time. I wouldn't worry so much about the vibrato. So it's all about the bow. Try to feel the heaviness, because this is a heavy and dark music, right? We agreed on that. So. Beautiful. Calm. And keep the calmness. Beautiful. Okay. That was a different story for me. How did you feel?
Yeah, it's really true. I was breathed.
Yes.
I feel really much better.
Okay, so let's just review. We want to center ourselves, okay? And we want to breathe out. And not so much of vibrato, maybe just a little bit more the philosophical. Huh? And now, we were going to do this one more time. And now I really want you to go to that B flat. And feel that heaviness in this, that B flat that we just reached. Okay? Let's do this one more time. Calm, calm. Calm. Feel the heaviness on the sea as well. Yes, let's do this one more time. Can you think of G being a little bit more separate? So, mi, do, sol, re. Slow your bow down. And when you reach the B flat, slow your bow down a little bit. Okay? I thought this beginning was beautiful. Can you keep the control a little bit more here one more time? And then we're going to start over here. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to start really soft from far, far away, and then with the B flat, we want to just fall. Nice. Keep. Okay, so when you hit the long notes, always be careful how much speed you want to give the bow. Okay, so if you want to go, how much of this you need and how much of calmness you need. I think sometimes you do a little bit too much of an extra. But the phrase until B flat was beautiful. Let's take it from here, and now also let's bring out the differences, not the sameness. So when we reach the D flat, so instead of just keeping the D flat, now show us the E flat, F flat. That shift all the way. You can't hear the shift, that's fine. Huh? Yes, beautiful. That was really nice. Okay, that was really nice. So now I want to jump around a little bit, and I like your vibrato is a lot calmer now too. So I want to do this 2 rhythmical sections with you. I think, can we do the 14, please? Yes. So at 14, can you play for us once? And can you try, instead of playing it on the G string, can you try on both the C string, please? G string makes it really too soft all of a sudden. Now you don't want that. This is nice.
Viola sound.
Exactly, the viola sound. And can you bite this thing a little bit more? You have this really nice sound. Give it to us. And maybe this is, we talked about this before. Maybe not open your viola so much, but center it a little bit. So what we really want to hear, boom, boom, boom, a little bit more heaviness, deepness. Yeah, but the third note, that needs a little bit of a bite from the index finger. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't clear enough. So what we need is the bite from the beginning, and then the third note as well. Bite from the first note, and then the third note. Read the first note.
Only the first one.
No, I mean, yes, really strong on the first note. Di-da-da. So this is really nice. I like this sound very much. So I think now, again, we need to find how we find our center at the very beginning. We need to find the center here, okay? So let's experiment. Do you want to open your viola to the side a little bit?
It's for me easier because.
So I want you to find where you can get this nice sound and heaviness and center. Okay? So let's try. Maybe what I would do, maybe get a little bit in the front and also this feeling.
Well, the viola a little bit.
Oh yes, and closer. Maybe can you just take a step here so that your bow wouldn't. No. I mean just one step so your bow wouldn't go to the wall. So now my feeling is that your bow arm is way too high. Yes. Okay. So just put your bow down and lower your arm a little bit here. Yes. Can you feel that? Yes? Okay, so this is what we need. So when we play the viola, we never want to be too jumpy off anywhere. We always want to keep that connection. And this is what will keep us calm. Okay? But when it comes rhythmical, when it comes in, so this is what we need. Relax yourself. Put your bow down one more time. Now breathe out. Put your bow down and breathe out. Feel that. Beautiful. Now let's play. Yes. How do you feel now?
Yeah, it's a different sound.
It's a different sound. I like the quality. I still feel you go a little too airy. I think this is a little too big for this. Maybe feel a little bit more parallel. Nice. Really nice. I really like this quality very much, Michelle. Really nice. The only thing I am missing is now is is a little too lazy for my taste. I think with this kind of folkloric music, we need so the figure is never it's never relaxing. Instead, it's getting a little bit maybe closer to 16. So maybe take the tempo a bit faster now, and I'll put them a bit closer. Nice. So this was really Tayfun's viola concerto. This has a lot of Turkish material. Did you feel the difference?
Yes.
So the heaviness, the earthness, and then how calm you are, and also the rhythmical structure. Beautiful. So let's take another spot just like that. I think it was measured number 5.
In the beginning?
Yes. So I'm just jumping around because we don't have so much time to see different materials.
Yes.
So let's take dee-dum, da-dum-bum, ba-yum-bum, that section. It would be enough for us. So what I'm looking for is that, what do you think the character is here?
That's a little bit funny.
A little bit funny. Is it? Would you call it a little bit like a dancing?
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
So before this, the orchestra is really brilliant in the recording.
Yeah.
And then comes the viola and play, you know.
I like the idea of this being a little bit spooky, maybe, right? This is like very different. So in order to do that technically, what do you think you need to do?
So it must be a good staccato.
Good staccato, perfect.
Jumping,
yes.
Yeah.
And where in the bow we can get a good staccato?
Maybe.
Okay, so did you feel like you used that part of the bow, or maybe you used a little bit too much?
Maybe a little bit too much.
Okay, perfect. So let's experiment now. Try to keep it here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You got it. Very nice, very nice. Now, our dynamic is forte, right? I think you want it to be a little bit more heavier. A little bit more on the string. Nice. Really nice. Okay, so let's take the tempo. 1, ba-dum, bum, da-dum, bum. Yes, I think that was much better.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other thing is, we always have like a upbeat to the other one. Right? We need to feel that flow a little bit.
Yeah, it's dancing.
It is dancing, yes. Huh? Yeah, can you feel that air?
Maybe it's
Yeah. I think, the bowling is not so much of a matter. It's more to feel the yampa,
So the second one is a little bit more heavy.
Yes. But feel the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Really nice. How did you feel now? I think that was a lot more in the character. So I think when we approach the piece, like Saigon or Bartok or Walton at the top, we really need to find those materials where we need to be in the bow, or there are 2 different ways to do this. The first, you can pick the character and then find where you can be in the bow, or you maybe first find it in the bow and then you can pick the character, or with the music. Either way, I think because it's a huge piece with so many materials. There's lyrical material, there's rhythmical material, there are chromatics, double stops, cadenza, and it's rhythmically extremely hard, but it also has to be sound like a very free in the style, right? So it's really hard. But I think if we can find those things, that will calm our minds. When the mind is calm and the body is calm, it's a lot easier to play. So everything I did is just the approach to music, because we will not have time to do, look at all the materials in music. However, you can find those in music. So let's do this section now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think our time is up. So one last thing. But now that we find our combo, you can also find the same thing on your left hand with your vibrato. I think it doesn't really matter. I think this is too much of a shaky vibrato. Yes, there are places we would want to use, but viola is such an instrument, it sounds really beautiful without the vibrato too. So find those spots where you can calm your hands a little bit on the left. There was actually one spot that I wanted to do.
Maybe a melodica.
Yes, can you just take one of those spots?
Yes, maybe. Can I choose by myself?
Yes,
So I will play one.
Number one?
No, it is in the head wall. Can I show you?
Yeah, tell me the.
I have not found numbers. Yeah,
okay, go ahead, play. Okay.
Yeah, this is
yeah.
place because really.
Yeah. Let's do this one more time. Can you just slow your tempo and do no vibrato at all? Senza. Nice. Okay. Now I think most of the time we think the problem's on the left hand, and then we find out that it's not the left, but it's the right, or the other way around. I think this is one of those spots. Now that I told you to do no vibrato, but you did a little bit, and it was beautiful, by the way. But what you need is you need to slow your right hand down, please. Okay. One last time. Focus on here.
No vibrato.
Do just as you did. That was beautiful. But focus on here and on your both feet more. Like it. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is something for you to experiment yourself. I think the previous version was better because you were thinking about your left hand, but your right hand supported. So find those balances that when you need to focus on where.
On left or
on the left, or sometimes the combination maybe. So when we practice, we can separate those, right? You can practice with no vibrato, you can practice with vibrato, you can practice with really slow bow or forte or piano, and then choose what you need to apply in order to get the sound and the quality you're looking for. Yeah? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful playing. I very much enjoy working with you. Bravo, Michelle.
Really, thank you. Thank you.
Oh wait, I have a certificate for you.
Çok teşekkürler hocam.
Ben teşekkür ederim. Çok tebrik ediyorum.
Bir
Bravo.
fotoğraf alabilir miyim
Tabii.
hocam belgeyi?
Şöyle yapalım mı?
Yani.
Tamam, teşekkürler.